An iconic sign of Smokey the Bear was stolen in the night without a trace of who took it. 17's Gilbert Bernal gives us a look at the effort to get it back.
Back in August, we reported to you about a handcrafted Smokey the Bear sign commissioned by the federal government and was taken from right here near the intersection of Highway 178 and Sierra Way. And while authorities are still on the trail of that missing bear, I tracked down the people working to replace it.
A national icon, allegedly stolen in the dark.
You got to be a pretty gutsy person to be out there trying to take it off of the signage.
This wasn't just an ordinary road sign.
It's one of a kind. I think somebody looked at it and kind of like a collector's item. They wanted to take it.
This particular placard was utilized for more than just decoration by the U.S. Forest Service.
The Smokey sign, that is the welcoming message to the public to tell them first and foremost what the rules are so that they know immediately when they come up here and they're not mistaken if it's fire season and they can't have a fire, or it is and they need a bucket and a shovel.
When Massey realized Smokey was missing, she contacted her longtime collaborator, Gary Ananian, founder of a local nonprofit.
We got a call from Amy. She notified me that the sign had been stolen. The signs were actually paid through a grant, a fire prevention grant, so I knew that money was not going to be re-given.
That's when Gary reached out to the local community.
It wasn't necessarily about replacing the sign, it was about bringing Smokey back. So we went to our Facebook and Instagram followers and asked for help. And in less than 24 hours, we were able to raise the money we needed to purchase the new sign.
The original sign was estimated at $1,000 and was handcrafted by two local entrepreneurs to the Kern River Valley.
The Forest Service wanted a structure, so I took a 2x6s and we mounted them horizontally on some 4x4s that they put in the ground. We put Smokey on one half, and the other half we put signage, whatever the Forest Service wants to promote.
Their artistic alliance has been going on for years.
Since I'm a sign man and Judy's a mural artist, we work together.
Turns out you've probably seen their work if you've been to any of the local shopping and dining spots around the Kern River Valley.
God. That has to be 10 years ago.
Yeah, around 10 years ago. You know, it was about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least.
The 30-year resident has painted in the valley for over 20 years, which has earned her the Woman of the Year prestige in 2008 for her art contributions.
When I painted the ones at the hospital, there was one man followed me around. I'd done about 4 murals so far in the hospital, and he came up to me and he said, "You know, I want to thank you for doing these. My mother used to be an artist, and she had stayed in her room all the time. She wouldn't get out. But when you started painting these murals, she would come to the door in her wheelchair and watch you."
Like the support the good-willed artist provides, her colleague Jerry has offered his backing for her work. Literally.
I end up making the sign that will stand next to Smokey. Once it's ready to go, I'll just sketch out the idea of the Smokey on the face of it, and then Judy does the rest of it. And I get to pat myself on the back and take some of her glory.
But what about that original Smokey?
Wherever Smokey is, hopefully he's still giving that message to people wherever he's being utilized.
For now, the U.S. Forest Service has posted this temporarily to remind visitors to the lake and river recreational areas about the restrictions for the seasons. Always be sure to pay attention to the signs as they change throughout the year. As for the new Smokey, they haven't announced an unveiling date just yet, but we'll be sure to keep you posted. Until then, I'm Gilbert Bernal for 17 News.